98.99, the Highway Vibe with Fall Out Boy. That's Sugar. We're going down. It's Booker with the Las Vegas Morning Vibe. First thing in the morning, we'll see sun and clouds today, high of 109. We're joined by Jamie from Pretty Pink Acres live in the studio this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's always a pleasure to see you. How many animals you got over there at Pretty Pink Acres?
I have 17.
17. I'm squeezing your piggy head ball, and I'll explain why here in a minute. How many animals you got? Or you've got 17. What kind of animals are in your ranch?
Oh, I've got horses, potbelly pigs, dogs, bunnies, birds, bucking bulls.
So you pretty much got it all going on over there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Bucking bulls. You can see you even got birds, right?
I do.
I was jealous of that because we can't have birds at my house because of my potty mouth. So the things they would pick up would probably be nothing good. We're supposed to have Coolio in studio live this morning. I don't know what happened. I think he may have possibly got arrested. That's what I'm thinking. I've never been stood up before. This is a first for me. Never in my life have I ever been stood up until today.
I've certainly never been stood up either.
Well, if I looked like you, I would probably never be stood up ever, ever, ever. But this is kind of surprising because in radio, usually, here's kind of my thing. I never invite anybody on the show without like confirming them or like emailing them. Kind of like when I had you on the show the first time.
Right.
I had emailed. I think we might have tweeted a couple of times. Normally, like, you know, I'm just in contact with the person. This time around, we had a coworker. I'm just being very direct. So this is probably the most honest that I will ever be on any negative thing, which I don't like even really having these negative conversations, but these things really happen sometimes.
Yeah.
So Coolio was no show. So I don't know if it was because he got arrested this morning, because you said that
he may have. I mean, truthfully, it would not surprise me with the research I did.
What did you
Just getting ready to like come in to meet him in person. I was like, you know, I Googled him. So I was trying to get some dirt, you know, and some info so I could really know who I was talking to.
Okay, what did you come up with, just out of curiosity?
Oh, I mean, all kinds of things. He had gotten arrested for punching his girlfriend in the face because he brought another woman home.
He did what?
Oh, yeah.
He punched her in the face.
Yeah, after he brought another woman home, like shame on her for getting mad, right?
Okay.
And then almost like ran over her. Like he literally hit her with the car, I guess, in the process of leaving with the other woman and their child.
Wait a minute.
She had like tire marks on her legs, it said in the
police report thing.
Yeah.
So wait. So he brings another chick home. I'm just trying to make sure I got all this. He brings a chick home from wherever he was.
Right.
He brings her home, gets her into the house. The girlfriend is like hell to the no.
Right.
This can't be happening. So obviously there was some discord there, and
right.
They probably had some words that were not PG or friendly for radio.
Right. Then he punched her in the face.
Wow.
Allegedly. I mean,
allegedly.
Right.
This is all alleged.
Right. And then he takes their kid, the girlfriend and his child that they had together, takes her with the other woman in the car and practically hits the girlfriend, you know, runs her over in the process.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
They took him to jail for this?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Is that the only thing you've seen? Now, you were saying something about...
Oh, no, there was all kinds. Then he got arrested in Las Vegas for something. I don't know exactly what he got arrested for.
Oh, you know what I think you're talking about? He was like a passenger in a car. I know where you're going with this.
Okay.
He was arrested as a passenger in a car. Like, somebody didn't have, like, their plate tabs right. So Metro, yanks him over. Coolio had some, like, thing that he didn't appear for in court. And it was, like, a small thing. But they took him to jail for it.
Right.
So that's a little crazy, too. This is kind of shocking to me because, I mean, like, if this were, like, somebody like, I don't know, Katy Perry, and she stood me up, wouldn't be taking this personally right now because it's Katy Perry, right? Or, like,
right.
Fall Out Boy or Daughtry or Lady Gaga. If Lady Gaga stood up the show, I would probably be a little bit upset, but I would say, well...
We'd be more disappointed.
Yeah, we'd be disappointed. Exactly. That's exactly a good way to put it. We'd be totally disappointed.
Yeah.
But this, like, is a little shocking.
It is a little bit shocking, but it would not really be that shocking if he really did, in fact, get arrested. Apparently, the last time he was arrested in Vegas, I guess his son was in, like, the cell next to him in the same jail.
Talk about a family reunion.
Right?
So, wow. All right.
Talk about the apple not falling that far from the tree, right?
No, apparently he raised his son well because they show up at the same places. Well, also, he was also on Celebrity Big Brother, and then he went on to the Ultimate Big Brother like a couple years later, but he was removed from the house for some pretty unacceptable behavior towards Nadia, and apparently they don't talk anymore, you know, so that can't be a good thing. But wow, you never been stood up before?
No, never.
Oh, this is a first.
This is a first.
This is a damn shame too.
I
Client
know.
shame. So no, I can't say. I mean, like on one hand, like I'm a little bit mad. Like that's the one side of it, and then the other side of it is I'm a little mad at myself because I had used this person as an in-between person, and it was somebody that I thought that was like legit and like cool and would never like screw the show over. But now like it put the show in a bad spot because now I got Ron here with the camera, I got Jamie from Pretty Pink Acres, and now no Coolio. So that leaves me with questions because we were gonna do this rap battle royale. And
Right.
I was like practiced for this. Like I like thought for sure I was gonna take you, and I thought this was gonna be like my way to redeem myself for the whole gun thing that I'm about to lose. I'm just beside myself. So what do we do? Do we do the rap battle royale anyway?
Well, heck yeah. I think that we should. Yeah.
I think that we should too. All right, so
Yeah.
we're gonna make some more calls. We're gonna see if we can find out what in the heck is up with Coolio. Hopefully, he's just being detained downstairs. That's just the hope. More coming up with 98 and 99 The Highway Vibe. Jamie from Pretty Pink Acres live in studio. She's like the guest, I guess. You have one-upped Coolio this morning.
Woo!
Yeah. So Jamie from Pretty Pink Acres live in studio. No show on Coolio, but we'll still do that rap battle royale here in a few minutes. It's 98, 99 The Highway Vibe. More music and fun just ahead. That's Ed Sheeran with Sing. It's 98, 99 The Highway Vibe. This is Booker. First thing in the morning with your Las Vegas morning vibe. See sun and clouds across the valley. Going to be hot. High of 109 today. Complete updated weather vibe coming up in about 20 minutes or so. We're live in studio with Jamie from Pretty Pink Acres this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Coolio was supposed to be here and he did not show up.
No
Has
show.
not called. Not what do they call that in the regular world when you work like a retail job? It's no call, no show.
No call, no show.
Yeah, this would definitely be like he would be totally fired or terminated. That would be the nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
I decided, you know what? He didn't show up while we were just playing commercials a little bit ago. I figured, you know what? I'm going to go check the phone. No call back from Kelly, so thank you, Kelly. We got that. So you know what? We're still going to go on. We're still doing this rap battle royale. So I was thinking we would use the Coolio song anyway. So since we had that much planned, we're going to roll with that. And this is just kind of live radio. This is what happens when your guest doesn't show up in the morning because you believe the word of other people. You had picked a verse, and you've been kind of practicing. So Jamie from Pretty Pink Acres, we're going to kind of let you be the judge this morning. Or actually, we got Ron in the studio. You can't hear him because he's like the video techie guy that's sitting behind us right now. We're actually going to, after this contest, we're going to let Ron decide who is the winner of this rap battle royale. Hopefully he won't be biased. We hope. We're hoping. Anyway, so you picked your verse out of these two. For those in Radioland, we put these lyrics on this piece of paper, and Jamie has been studying hers, and I am going to do whichever one she didn't do because I'm feeling pretty confident because I know some Coolio songs. Even though he don't show up in my radio show, I still know his songs. So we're going to start with Rap Battle Royale, and Jamie is going to be singing a little something from 1, 2, 3, 4, something new. So Jamie, whenever you're ready, let's go.
All right. You're going to put me on the spot like that. I
We're
got to go first.
We're putting you on blast.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You've been practicing.
All right. Here we go. Help. I need somebody to get it going on in this party. Baby, you can do it. Take your time and do it right. We can drink some liquor and we can do it all damn night. My name ain't Wanda, but I'll rock your world. Get more bounce than a Jerry curl. Too many looky-loos be looking for clues. There's a party going on, so what you gonna do? So, grab your partner and do-si-do. If you don't know who it is, it's Jamie, yo. Slide, but that's the past. I got something brand new for that ass.
Very
1, 2, 3, 4. Get your man out on the dance floor. Gotta get up, get down. Gotta get up and get down.
You rule. That's good. And all right, here's the thing you should understand about Jamie. She does not probably never heard Coolio. Have you ever heard Coolio before?
Oh, like only in high school, like 2 songs. I know 2 of his songs.
Which ones do you know?
I knew Gangster's Paradise and The Fantastic Voyage.
Fantastic Voyage. So I totally
Yeah.
surprised you with this one.
Totally. I mean, I'm a total country girl. Like, I do not listen to rap. So that kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop.
Man, you got some skills. You got some singing skills.
Got some skills,
You
yo.
got mad rapping skills this morning. I think Coolio would even be a little intimidated. So I guess now it's time for me to put up or shut up.
That's
so
right.
I'm feeling like a little scared right now, a little nervous because you've already done this so well, and now I'm already feeling like, damn, I gotta like compete with that. So if I suck at this, it's because I'm blaming it all on Coolio for not showing up to the show this morning. So my version of Coolio's 1, 2, 3, 4 something new goes something like this. Push, push in the bush. Don't step on no toes because you might get smushed. It's a brother from around the way. And what I say, I've been coming on 3 like Dr. Dre. Coming at 'em like a pattern with a fresh pair of Adams. I hope you don't trip. I don't want to have to get 'em. So move your body, baby. Drive the homies crazy. The way you shake that thing always amazes me. Good?
That's pretty good.
It's good. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
We're going to have to look at Ron, though. I'm going to have to, like, turn all the way around and ask Ron, hey, Ron, who
Give
do you
it
think? All right, we're going to, like, Ron probably is going to have to, like, yell at us. Did you like my version? And don't just be nice because I've already been stood up once today, but tell the truth. Was Jamie, can we get another little sample of yours? Give me a couple of lines.
Grab your partner and do-si-do. If you don't know who it is, it's Jamie, yo.
It's Jamie, yo. And push, push in the bush. Don't step on no toes because you might get smushed. Ron, you are the man, the myth, not Coolio, but the legend. Who do you, if you had to pick between Jamie and I'm going to let you just point because my pride probably couldn't handle if you didn't point at me.
Yeah!
He picked, who did he pick? Me? Me! No, he pointed at me.
I win.
Oh.
Da, 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 da.
He just pointed. I got to confirm this.
I love when I win.
He's pointing at Jamie. Damn.
Yeah.
This is 2 for 2
if
that I've
y'all
lost.
could see me, I'm doing like a little, booty shake dance. My happy dance.
He went off of appearance. He's doing this because she's got boobs. If I had boobs, this would be more of a maybe not. Maybe it wouldn't be.
Hey, you know what? Boobs, like sometimes you got to break them out. Sometimes you got to use your assets.
Definitely to get like 2 steps ahead of where you were before.
That's right.
But listen, if I had boobs, I would have no problem with showing them, but I just don't feel like I'm on like the same fair level as you.
Well, plus I have really good hair.
And you got good hair.
I
and,
do.
And she's got boobs. So I was probably not going to win this from the jump. Probably not. So Coolio didn't show up this morning. This is the first time in radio I have ever been stood up by like a talent. I mean, we had people on the show like Melody Sweets from Absinthe. She took the time to like come right over after the show and record and like, be on the morning show. Couldn't show up. Penny Pivot. She showed up with not only 1 puppet, but 2.
Nice.
1 dirty talking puppet. Even brought 1 puppet. No Coolio. Couldn't get no rap activity happening this morning. So that's kind of disappointing. Talk more about being stood up this morning coming up after 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's 98, 99, the Highway Vibe. I'm going to go eat a little crow while these commercials play. Jamie winning this rap battle challenge. You want to take us out with a couple more lines?
Oh, well, sure. Let's see. Slide, but that's the past. I got something brand new for that ads.
That's Jamie from Pretty Pink Acres live in studio this morning. We'll talk a little more about her website coming up. It's 98.99, The Highway Vibe. Christina Aguilera, it's beautiful. It's 98 and 99, The Highway Vibe. Waking up on this Thursday, July the 24th. See a mix of sun and clouds across the valley. High of 109. Going to be a hot one across the valley today, so definitely stay hydrated. In studio with Jamie from Pretty Pink Acres. She is wearing her fabulous new pink crown.
That's right.
Been named the winner of our little mini battle royale. We were kind of hoping that Coolio would join us in studio this morning and judge our little rap battle royale, but it looks like you won.
I think I won that one hands down. I'm not gonna lie. I
think it's like this. Okay, Ron is the guy sitting behind us. You can't see him because he's, like I said, sitting behind us with this camera in his hand. But I'm kind of wondering if I should contest the results of this winning. Not that I'm a sore sport or like I can't handle losing. It's just that I think that like your competition with me was a little one-sided.
Okay, well, you know what? I think I know how I can solve this issue for you.
I
think whoever's listening in out there to this morning show, you all should go on to our Twitter.
Okay.
To
LV Morning Vibe. Or
yes,
you can go on to...
Or to Pretty Pink Acres. And you tell us who you thought was better. And then we'll solve that whole problem,
all right?
right?
I'm going to give you a couple more lines. Push, push in the bush. Don't step on no toes because you might get smushed. It's a brother from around the way, light-skinned. And what I say, I've been coming at him on 3 like Dr. Dre. Coming at him with a pattern and a fresh pair of Adams. I hope you don't trip because I don't want to have to gat him. You know what a gat is?
A gat?
A gat.
No.
It's a gun.
Oh, it is?
So I basically just said, I'm coming at him in a fresh pair of shoes, and I hope you don't trip because I'd have to shoot you.
Oh.
That's like the white people version.
Yeah, that sounds more serious.
Yeah, that sounds like totally like street credibility.
Yeah, it does. I'm not down with the gangster lingo. I mean,
You're not?
I'm a country girl.
So I just taught you something.
You did. You
so
totally
if
just taught
somebody
me
says
something.
they're getting their gat out, that would mean what?
That you got your gun out, like
you're ready to
I'm packing.
Yeah, like
packing some heat, and it's gonna
it's gonna be
get serious.
Yeah, like on and popping.
That's right.
Yeah.
Stuff's gonna get Western.
Wait, which it's gonna get Western?
Yeah,
okay.
That's what we say. Country people say, like when you break out your guns as a country girl, you actually say shiz is about to get Western.
Shiz about to get wild.
That's right.
Or Western. I've got it all wrong. So, like, if I'm, like, really mad and I'm in, like, Sholo, I would say, it's about to get Western, y'all.
That's right.
And people would understand.
That's right.
They would get it.
Yeah. Or you could just say, you know what? Hold my purse.
Well, yeah, the ladies.
If you carry a purse.
Or if I had a baby, I'd be like, hold my baby. I'm fitting to handle this. That's where we're going to set the baby down. All right. All right. Give me a couple more lines of yours again. I want to break this down.
I'm going to break it down right here. Ready?
Okay.
My name ain't Wanda, but I'll rock your world. Get more bounce than a Jerry curl. Too many looky-loos be looking for clues. There's a party going on now. What you gonna do?
All right.
So grab your partner and dose-you-do. If you don't know who it is, it's Jamie, yo.
Okay. Aside from the Jamie, yo, which I think is way better than the Coolio,
right?
Because he doesn't show up to these things. Maybe he just like slept in, or I'm trying to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Still not showed up, and it's after 8. But do you know what you just said in the song?
Not really.
Obviously, you're not Wanda. So,
no, I'm not Wanda.
And you got more like bounce than a Jerry curl. So I think that means you got more junk in the trunk than like a bounce of a Jerry curl would have.
Oh, see, I was attributing that to my awesome hair. Like, big, voluptuous, volumey, blondie curls.
Yeah.
You know?
And then there's looky-loos that are looking for clues.
Yeah, like I kind of associated that with my stalker people that just kind of, they want
to know what you're doing.
Me and looking at what I'm doing, and
Totally curious to figure it out. And you don't even just have the human ones; you've got like the spiritual afterlife, like haunting your house and like bothering you while you sleep.
Right. I can't even get away from him in the afterlife, apparently.
Right. So, Coolio, a no-show on the show this morning, but we had asked Ron, the camera guy in studio, like, who won? And he, like, meekly pointed at you. Like, he didn't even have the courage to say Booker.
Oh, no. He gave me a big point, like a big shout-out. You didn't get to see it because it was behind you.
Right. Well,
because remember, you had to turn around because you were scared.
Right, but I thought
lose.
like when I turned around, like he was flipping me off. That's what I thought I saw. So I was like, was maybe he like flipping you off and like saying that like maybe you're not such a good rapper? Or
no, I don't think so. I think that was Jamie had that hands down. Even though she grew up in Sholo and not Detroit. She took that rap, like she took it home.
Man, I thought I had this too. I mean, listen, for coming from Detroit, I figured, you know what? I've been to 8 Mile, which is a real place. Not a very nice place, but a real place. I've been there. Eminem, Kid Rock, American Badass. I thought I had this in the can, but apparently Miss Sholo is going to take the crown this morning, and it'll be pink and stuff, so we'll act all happy about it. Like, we're really sincerely happy. Let me give you that golf clap. We're like really happy you won and stuff. Like really, like I can't even begin to tell you how excited for you.
Yeah, you look really excited. I know.
So try to be a good sport.
He's trying really hard not to cry. I think
now like it's everything that I could do to like redeem myself with this gun shooting challenge coming up at the Gun Garage on Monday, which we have definitely confirmed. Because if not, we're totally kicking Heidi right in the ass. Right? We're kicking her right in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
But I think we got this covered because, like, Darby, he's really cool. So, and he kind of runs the place over there. So we've got that confirmed. Now, I'm going to have to work on getting him on my side to say that I won the gun shooting competition.
Oh, I think the proof is in the pudding, honey. I think it's going to be in the video. We will see exactly who wins this challenge. And I'm pretty positive Pretty
Yeah?
pink positive, it's going to be me.
All right, we'll see about that. PrettyPinkAcres.com. We're live in studio with Jamie. She's got like a boatload of animals. If this were like the Bible, she would have the Noah's Ark of animals all over at her ranch. I was on your page and I was seeing something about Rough Ranch. What is that?
Rough Life Ranch is my actual ranch.
That's the name of the ranch.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pretty
but it's
Pink
really
Acres is more of a state of mind versus an actual place.
Well, no,
that's
like,
more my YouTube channel.
at Pretty Pink Acres, though, like if you actually go onto the channel, you can see like the trucks, like you've got some vehicles and stuff, and they're all pink.
Yeah,
Everything
heck yeah.
is pink, so it's like a real state of mind. So now
right.
you've got your wrap crown that's pink. Yeah, and I'm real
Yeah.
happy about that, as you can tell. So we'll have a pink crown for you from the dollar store or something.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I want a pink crown for real.
We spared no expense at this radio broadcast show. So, all right, so you win. Congratulations. We'll give you the bell, too. It's 98.99, the Highway Vibe. We're going to talk more about Pretty Pink Acres and maybe a little tiny more about Coolio, maybe.
Yeah, I
coming
think
up.
we should talk a little bit more
Maybe
about
possibly. Anyway, it's 98.99, the Highway Vibe. That's Calvin Harris in summer. It's 98.99, the Highway Vibe, Vegas Vibe for weather, calling for mix of sun and clouds. High of 109 across the valley today. We're live in studio with Jamie from Pretty Pink Acres. Good morning.
Good morning.
Stood up by Coolio this morning. I don't feel like stood up by myself, because if I would have been here by myself, I would have been like really, really, really feeling like personal. But since you were here, he kind of stood you up too.
Right.
So like, do you feel like totally stood up?
I totally feel stood up.
Do you like, does this count as like Jamie being stood up? No?
Sort of, yeah.
Kind of, sort of?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of, but not really. We had like all kinds of like great uncomfortable questions we were going to ask him, but you were like telling me that you had some like high school Coolio thing.
Oh, no, this is funny because I've always listened to country.
Yes.
And growing up, my best friend from, grade school through high school, Erica.
Can we say what her name? Oh, Erica?
Yeah, Erica.
Okay, so Erica, we're putting you on blast this morning.
She actually was a huge rap fan, right? So she really liked Coolio. And when Gangster's Paradise came out,
yes.
she was all over that song. So long story short, my parents would go to Laughlin all the time and go gamble, and they would take like weekend trips.
Okay.
Well, my mom had just gotten this brand new car, and I didn't even have my driver's license yet. I didn't even have my permit, I don't think. Erica comes to me, and she's like, hey, I just got that new Coolio CD, and it has Gangster's Paradise on it.
Okay.
We should totally take your mom's car and go drive around and listen to this song. So the whole reason we stole my mom's car, not actually stole, but we kind of borrowed it.
You
Sorry, Mom.
borrowed, yeah.
Yeah. We borrowed it. We brought it back, but we had like put everything, the seats back the way it was supposed to be, like where it was parked in the driveway, the whole 9 yards. Like we went all out trying to figure out so my dad wouldn't catch us.
Right.
But we literally just drove around so we could listen to this song. And then we get back to my house and put the car back. And like Sunday, my mom and dad get home. Of course, my dad was like Inspector Gadget. He knew everything. So I totally got caught. I got grounded for like 2 months over that.
Oh my gosh, 60 whole days?
Yes.
Dang.
I totally thought too, because my dad was like, these are your choices, basically. Because I was dating like the senior in high school at our rival
So
school.
he gave you a choice of punishments?
Yeah, my choice of punishment was I couldn't go to prom with him because it was at our rival school, or I would be grounded for 2 months. I totally chose the 2 months because I thought I'll still get to go to prom. Like, he'll totally forget about it. Within a couple of weeks, I'll be over it, and I won't have to be grounded for 2 whole months. Oh, no. He literally held his ground. I was literally grounded for like 2 months.
No prom?
No, I got to go to prom because I chose the grounding because I thought he would like forget about it.
Right.
But he totally didn't.
Well,
this
that's
all happened
mean.
because of Coolio. And
Dang.
now I'm feeling like extra like shade because he didn't show up today.
Right, exactly. I could totally understand how you feel. I got fired from a radio job one time because of Britney Spears.
Really? Why?
Honest to God. You remember back in 1999 when Britney Spears was like uber popular and still had like that good girl reputation? Well, she had this song called Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and I used to work at this radio station in Saginaw, Michigan, and we played this song like every 40 minutes. No lie. Every single 40 minutes.
Man.
Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time would come up, right? So it was the middle of the night, like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was the guy that came on the radio at midnight and was there till 5 o'clock in the morning before the morning show. Way back, when it was good to pull like pranks and stuff on the radio. Well, who would know that like a group of women from some domestic abuse organization would have the radio station on, right? So here I am playing Britney Spears for the third time in the last 120 minutes. And I decided, oh my gosh, there's some like sound effects on the wall. Like we had these little carts that would have like a smack sound effect on it. Oh. So as the song started, she's like, oh, baby, baby. And she's talking about hit me, baby, one more time. So every time she said hit me, baby, one more time, you heard. And then there was like a like sound effect after it. So you'd hear her say, hit me, baby, one more time. And then, yeah, I thought it was really funny. Honestly.
It is pretty funny.
And I thought nobody would ever know. Honest to God, it was like 3:20 in the morning. No, nobody would ever know that, like, I played the smack sound effect over Britney Spears. Well, I went home at like 5, right? And then my phone is ringing at like 6:20, and it was my boss. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, no.
He's like, Booker. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, good morning. And I'm like, good morning. And he was like, so I heard your remix of Britney Spears this morning at about 3:20. And I'm like, you were awake at 3:20 in the morning? He was like, well, if it wasn't bad enough that I heard it for myself, there was a domestic abuse organization that called in. They were going to come out front of the radio station with these signs and picket, right?
Shut up.
Yeah, I totally lost my job. It was the first radio job I ever got fired from.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but it's okay, though.
Crazy.
It was okay because in radio, they say you're not like a real DJ until you've been fired one time. Oh. So that counted for me. It was good. So I got fired.
So that was like your hit one more time.
It was my hit one more time, and why we don't make fun of domestic abuse on the radio. So It was a lesson learned, kind of like Coolio this morning. You don't invite somebody on the show unless you've talked to them first yourself. So this today has been full of lessons. If you were following us on Twitter, I know I'm going to apologize to all your Twitter followers because I know you were tweeting about this yesterday.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, and so everybody was so excited to have like badass like Barbie come in here and interview like Mr. Rapper Coolio, but apparently he must have caught wind of this and just been like way too intimidated by you.
You know what? I think that's probably what it was. I mean, not a lot of people can handle the pink. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people can handle Pretty Pink Acres and my whole, you know.
Right, like you're like
world.
Too much to behold, right? So maybe it was just like too much for Coolio, and he was like too starstruck to like sit like right next to you with all of your blondness, and maybe the boobs were too much.
Right, like gangster schmankster. It's all about the Barbie.
I know. I think he was scared of you. I think so. That's why maybe he didn't come. I'm not going to take any of the accountability for this. I'm going to say like maybe you were too much woman for him, and it was just way too much.
You know what? That happens a lot.
It was either that or jail.
Yeah. So, I think I'm too much woman for a lot of guys out there.
Well,
you know what I'm most disappointed about, though, is that I didn't get to ask him about his hair.
Yeah, like where does he get the hair done?
I'm so like fascinated by the hairdo. Well, I mean, where does that come from?
You got good hair. Do you think like your hair person, girl or guy, could like hook up the like Coolio on me? Because I think my hair is short enough on the sides that like I could do like a
We could do some like extensions.
Yeah, like with like
I'm
glue.
so gonna make you over like that.
Yeah,
like, that would be fun.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get like the Coolio hair. Like I think I need like 6 little like dookie braids on the side,
right?
Like 3 on each side, and it'll totally work. It'll be totally good.
I think it would.
Jamie from Pretty Pink Acres live in studio. You can go to her channel on YouTube. It is so cool. YouTube.com/prettypinkacres. What kind of stuff you got going on your channel?
Oh, gosh. This week we uploaded a video on the haunting at Pretty Pink Acres because I have literally had a ghost stalker for years. I mean, it's literally followed me from like 3-4 houses. And it's always kind of been something that I felt like was kind of a good presence. Like it sort of protected me.
Right.
But at this point, it's getting really aggressive. And every week, it seems like it's doing more and more stuff. And it's getting more and more aggressive. It's sort of becoming like the jealous, possessive boyfriend. And so I've got to nip it in the butt, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Do they got a plan for this? I mean, to exorcise this demon like around your ranch?
Yeah, I'm divorcing the ghost.
Nice.
For sure. And Elite Paranormal of Las Vegas, they actually were the ones that came out and did the whole investigation. They were awesome. They brought all kinds of gadgets out there that I'd never even heard of.
And you had the one ghost, like you heard something in a ghost box. What did it say to you, the ghost?
Oh, it said so many things. But one of the freakiest things was I literally, when I walked into my bedroom, right when I stepped through the door, it literally said, "I want you."
I want you.
So clear, like plain as day. I asked it point blank, "Do you watch me when I sleep?" Because I know it does. I feel it. And he said, "I do."
Wow. So this is definitely, he's not watching the houseboy, and he don't want the houseboy. He wants you.
He wants me.
Wow.
And it's scary. So literally the paranormal team are finishing up, like going through all of our footage and all the other stuff. And then they're going to bring in, I think, a psychic.
Okay.
And they're going to bring in someone to cleanse the house and sage it and set my boundaries and kind of do all that. So stay tuned at Pretty Pink Acres, because we're going to have, whatever happens with it, like how we wrap this whole deal up and the whole divorcing / exorcism of my ghost.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
So, wow. And you guys did a video last week about pasties or something?
Yeah, pasties and peep shows.
Peep shows and pasties. Sounds interesting. YouTube.com/PrettyPinkAcres. That's where you'll find Jamie. And Jamie, how many videos you got up there, you think now? Just guessing off the top of your head.
64, 65.
So it's like reality TV gone like totally wild, but in a more fun way. It's so good. PrettyPinkAcres.com on the World Wide Web if you want to check out the website, the YouTube channel, YouTube.com/PrettyPinkAcres. Go there, subscribe, like, and of course comment and share with your friends, because it's so good.
Please do.
Yes, my name is Booker. That's Jamie. It's been a blast. Thank you so much for coming in all early and stuff this morning.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Sorry that you didn't get to ask Coolio his real name.
I know. Well, you know what?
Or he had that hub porn thing, or Pornhub.
Pornhub. The guy is like literally like doing his whole remake of his music and like relaunching himself, and he's going through Pornhub of all places.
And we didn't even get to ask him this, so we had to like speculate on it on the radio this morning, which is just what we did. So I hope you had fun with it. And this is just for anybody that decides to stand us up. This is exactly what we're going to do.
That's right.
That's just how we roll.
That's
all right. So it's Jamie. Thank you so much for coming in. You roll.
Thank you. You too.
It's 98 and 99, the Highway Vibe, and we got more music and fun coming up next.